All right, so here we are at Trick Dog in San Francisco, and I'm here with Morgan. Hey man, thanks for getting up early today and
Thanks for
doing
coming.
some work. Yeah. All right, Morgan. So every bartender that's on the show, we always love to hear a little bit about, kind of their background, what got them into the business,
Sure.
what kind of gave them the passion to become a mixologist and kind of play with fun liquors and chemicals.
Yeah.
How'd you get doing it?
Well, I started out working in kitchens,
Okay.
and did that for many years until I got a job as the head chef at a nightclub in Portland. And you can imagine how much food goes out at a nightclub.
Yeah.
And they had promised me a raise. When the time came for the raise, they said that they couldn't afford it, so they were going to give me a bar shift to make up the difference.
Oh, there you go.
And I immediately realized that,
This is where the money was.
yeah, and it turns out you meet more girls and you don't smell like cheese when you go home. It's
Lots
great.
of fun things.
Yeah, a lot of the techniques leading up to actually having the drink is driven by the experience that I've had and my partners have
Right.
had in the kitchen.
So a little bit about Trick Dog. So you guys are in a really swanky spot down here in San Francisco. What was the concept behind building the bar?
The bar took over 3 years to build. I actually came on board at the end of that run, and so by the time I got here, the concept was fairly well thought out. I mean, roughly the idea is it's a neighborhood bar, and we like to call it a drinking establishment as opposed to a cocktail bar, one that obviously serves cocktails, but serves everything else too.
Right.
And beyond that, the idea was to have it be fun and warm, comfortable, inviting,
Yeah.
not too serious, but
Very
still
cool.
putting out something delicious.
Yeah, and I think the theme is right too. You guys have kind of this old, almost old warehouse feel, but it has a very interesting decor and design with what you've done. You got it upstairs. Is this like the cocktail lounge of it?
You can eat anywhere in here, but if you sit upstairs, you sit down at a table, the
Beautiful.
server comes over.
That's cool.
So it's a little more
All right.
formalized.
So let's break down the first cocktail you're going to make for us. What are we going to see?
Sure. We're going to have the March.
I love the random dog bark here. Perfect for a bar named Trick Dog, right? All right, so you've
Cheers.
really, let's kind of walk through this drink's components again for us.
Sure. So we've got Diplomatico white rum, Antro Race chili liqueur, Campari. The syrup is made from actually strawberry jam and bonito flakes, and then lime juice and a little soda.
That's great, man. That's refreshing. It's got and it's not real viscous, which I kind of expected with that amount of ingredients. It's got a really nice thin feel to it. I like that. How do you guys come up with the drinks? Is it just kind of a collection of thoughts and ideas? And
Usually the way it works is that I write down a bunch of ideas that I have, and then a couple of us then sit down and go through them and try to make them look like actual ideas.
okay.
A lot of the ideas really don't make any sense as an actual drink. And then we have to translate from whatever the hell I was thinking about to something that's actually producible.
I like that. Popular? Not popular.
Seems to be doing pretty well.
Everybody loves March.
Right, yeah. We're going to try the July. The genesis of this drink was I decided I wanted to have a drink that was garnished with cheese.
Okay. A little bit of wine, a little bit of beer. Whiskey's always a good mix.
There you go.
I just never thought about doing it all at once.
Well, if you have one idea and then you have another idea, you might as well just mash them together.
Yeah, mash them together. I like that. Okay, let's try this guy. That's perfect. I love it. Great finish. And how do you select the ingredients?
The way that I've started building the menus, and I've done this for a few cycles now, is we know that there are certain types of drinks we want to hit. There's always going to be the citrusy whiskey drink.
Right.
There's always going to be the stirred gin drink, and so on. And we basically have a grid and just plug drinks
Kind
into
of
them.
work it through that way.
We have these batch bottles set up, and this has all of the liquor in it.
Gotcha.
We never put the syrups or the juices or the bitters in
All right.
advance. The kitchen background sort of influenced the way we did things
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Is that we're essentially prepping and doing the mise en place so that we can expedite service.
Right, yeah.
If we had every bottle that goes
Yeah.
into all the drinks in the well, we would have to have 45 bottles
Yeah.
out, and you'd be sitting there waiting for 20 minutes for
Yeah.
a drink. That's all it's saying.
Which gives you still custom craft cocktails, but when you stage it like that, you're getting it way down the process line, so that's cool.
We've got bourbon, Amaro Lucano. And this syrup is, the base of it is Shiraz, and there's more blackberries added to that, chipotle, and lemon juice.
Okay. Not too tart, but and also when you look at how it kind of combines with a sharp cheddar, I mean that's a perfect fit. So it's almost like pairing cocktails now. I like that.
I suppose, yeah, it's just couldn't figure out any other way to get cheese into it other than just put a piece of cheese on there.
There you go, having fun with it. This is great. December is looking really interesting.
It's just an old-fashioned, couple ounces of rye whiskey.
Okay.
Syrup here is coconut and coffee bean.
Okay.
And sandalwood tincture. So we always like to have an old-fashioned style drink on the menu. I had an idea for one, and I was so sure it was going to work that I put it off and was working on all the other drinks first, and I said, oh, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And it was gross. So this was, we were, at the very last minute, and we said, oh crap, we got to figure something out. Coconut and sandalwood just sounded right to me, and then the coffee, give it a little base note.
Right.
The aromatics in the sandalwood would pair really nicely with the rye whiskey.
Okay.
Sort of highlights some of the sharper wood notes in the whiskey.
Wow. That's my drink.
All right.
That's the one I would order. I like that. So really great texture there. Has a really, it kind of feels fall to me.
Yeah, good.
It has, I don't know if it was intended that way, but this feels like autumn, that I would be drinking this in a cooler time of the year.
It definitely wasn't going to fall into the August slot. It doesn't seem all that warm weather.
Really smooth. Has a lot of heartiness to it. Great. And great drink. I mean, that's nice. Morgan, this is 3 great drinks from Trick Dog. We definitely thank you so much for letting us stop in and enjoy a little bit of your fine drinking establishment.
Thanks for coming.
All right.